Hey, I want to let you in on a secret. This is a kind of a behind the curtains look at how Fired Up and a lot of the expansion teams in the country run their models. It's about ranking on your names list, so you can stay organized with all the potential members that you're adding to that list. So when I'm adding my names and I'm getting ready to make those calls, now I can stay organized. Here's how it works. Every name on the list gets a rank. The first time I add somebody to my list, I use a letter D. D as in dog or David, D. He comes on at a letter D, and my goal will be to get him to a letter A or down to a letter F. Let me walk you through each of those letters, and then you can reference your resource guide to be able to get full definitions. A D is a guy that we just met or just learned his information. As I work him up to a C, he's a guy that I've now contacted. I've talked with him. I've met him. A letter B is somebody I'm definitely interested in. I'm courting him. He's not sure if he wants to make the commitment. We're not sure if we want to make the commitment, but we're in that process of figuring it out. And a letter A, that's a guy that's so excited, he's basically recruiting for you. And you've definitely had that happen before. Those letter A's are fantastic and they're bid ready. Now let's look at the other side. Down from a letter D is a letter E. And a letter E is essentially a red shirt, just like in sports. He's a guy that wants to join. You maybe even want him to join, but for some reason there's a disconnect and he can't. And that might be money or time or his parents. But as he's on, let's call it the bench, he now becomes one of the most important recruiters for the fraternity because he's going to start to build what will become your next new member class. Your bench is brilliant, so don't shy away from E's. That's a good thing. Letter F. Letter F's are a collection of the guys that, let's just say, are no effing way. He doesn't want to join, or you don't want him to join. But notice he got a letter. He didn't get removed from the list. The only time we remove a guy from the list is if he ends up joining our fraternity, another fraternity, or if he leaves school because of graduation or another reason. Every guy that has a relationship with somebody in the chapter receives a letter, and those letter F's are important. Here's why. You don't want to waste time later re-recruiting a guy who is already a letter F. So having him on your list is like a placeholder. Another important reason is there's nothing wrong with an F, and this isn't a guy that you necessarily don't like. It's just a guy that it's not the right fit for him. That guy can still be a great referral source. And heck, he might be a great guy a year or two from now to reapproach about recruitment. We all know guys in their freshman year that weren't good fits, but by their sophomore or junior year with a little maturing, they became a great member of the fraternity. So having a letter F next to them allows us to do proper follow-up. There's one more letter I want to share with you, and that's a letter G. G's are designed for incomplete data. If all we have is his name but no way to call him or email him or even Facebook him, we want to make sure we document the person in the chapter who knows him, that person's name, but because we don't have a way to reach out, that G is a way to let our recruitment team know we have to get more information about him so that we can move him up into the recruitment process. And now you know the ranking system, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. By ranking them and sorting them, you'll be able to stay organized in your recruitment process. Do your best to keep about 50 names on your A and B list, and now you're focused on the very best of the best. And whenever you feel like you need fresh names, you've got hundreds of options in your C's and your D's, in your E's, and even down into those F's. Guys, you're ready to go out and make dynamic recruitment happen. Have fun.